Graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
Shota swung on, barreled, and out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
What is going on, everybody? Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph. This, of course, is Play-by-Play with JJ. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and turn on the notification bell icons too, and that way you will know when we do go live. We are on our way to 10K on the subs. We are almost 550 subscribers away. We actually are a little bit less than 550. We're at 549. 549 subscribers away from getting to the 10,000 marker on YouTube. So we got a cool matchup today. I'm really excited about this. We got the Cubs taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates today out at Wrigley Field. One of those Friday afternoon games. It's just a beautiful thing. I always like it how Wrigley still sort of keeps that intact. But yes, all right. So the Cubs are 6-6 on the season. The Pirates are 7-5. Carmen Mlodzinski is going to pitch for the Pittsburgh Pirates, and on the other side for the Chicago Cubs, it'll be Shota Imanaga, who is going to be pitching for the Chicago Cubs. I think it's going to be a really good pitching matchup between the both of these pitchers, and that's why I'm going to go as my final score prediction, chat. I'm going to go 5-3 as my final score prediction, and I think that the Pittsburgh Pirates take this game today. I do. I'm going to go 5-3 as my final score prediction. Let me know what you guys think, though, down below. My most valuable player for today is going to be Ryan O'Hearn as well. So, all right, let's get on into the starting lineup for this afternoon's game. All right, by the way, Seiya Suzuki did get reinstated from the 10-day IL today, and he is back in the lineup for the Chicago Cubs, which is big news for them. Shota is on the bump right now as the Cubs are in their light blue uniforms with their throwback Cubs logo, and they got the white pants on as well. All right, let's make sure that we get this up and running, and the Bell High blue socks. They are beautiful. It's really awesome. All right, so for the Pirates, their starting lineup will look like this. It'll be Nick York, who is batting in the leadoff spot, and then it'll be Ryan O'Hearn, who is batting second. So it's O'Hearn second. Reynolds is batting third. Brian Reynolds, that is. In the cleanup spot, it's going to be Marcell Ozuna, who is batting fourth. Nick Gonzalez is going to be batting fifth. O'Neal Cruz is batting sixth. Connor Griffin, seventh. Eighth is Joey Bart. And ninth is Billy Cook. And that is the lineup today for the Pittsburgh Pirates. There we go. Let's take the vertical side off. Nice, nice, nice. How's everybody doing in the chat? DJ Gene is here. What's going on? Nick Holmes, how you doing? Do you think the Brewers are going to win today? The Brewers, who do they play tonight? Brewers play against the Nationals. Yeah, I think that they can win tonight. And I think that they will. First pitch is in there for a strike, and we are underway. There we go. Next pitch is going to be ticking down for a ball. So it's 1 ball and 1 strike. It's very cloudy out at Wrigley Field today. It is 47 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's a cloudy day out in Chicago. Next pitch is grounded over to shortstop. Swanson has it, picks it up, throws it over to first, and there is out number 1 to start off the ball game. All right, so we can put this down over here. We'll get you more stats in just a few moments. Just give me 1 second. There we go. Good. Great. All right. Let's pause this for a second. Let's get this up and running correctly. 1 ball, no strikes. We got Jackson Churio back. Oh, that's cool. That's great. 1 ball, no strikes. That's a big move. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's going to be in there for strike 1. It's right down the middle. Ryan O'Hearn batting .350 with 3 homers and 11 RBI. Shota, by the way, 0-1 on the season with a 4.5 ERA. The pitch, it's going to be grounded over towards the right side. Second baseman has it. That's Horner. He throws it over to first, and it's in time for out number 2. So 2 up and 2 down so far in the second inning. In the first inning. All right, and now it's Brian Reynolds' turn to come on up to the plate. Shota, as we mentioned before, is playing in his 3rd game. Has a 4.5 ERA, as we mentioned, 11 strikeouts and 10 innings of work, and 5 runs allowed. All of them have been earned, and 9 hits allowed as well. Reynolds looks at strike 1. He's batting on the right side, of course. The ball is 1 strike to Brian Reynolds. And the pitch, swing and a miss. The defense for the Chicago Cubs, it'll be Michael Busch over at first, Nico Hoerner's at second, Alex Bregman's at third, Dansby Swanson's at short. The ball's 2 strikes. Imanaga comes set and fires, and the pitch is down for a ball. In the outfield, you got Ian Happ in left, Seiya Suzuki in right. And in center, it's Pete Crow Armstrong. Welcome back, Seiya Suzuki. And on the mound, it's Shota Imanaga. 1 ball, 2 strikes, with 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 1-2 delivery, another foul ball towards the right side. The umpires, Roberto Ortiz is the home plate umpire today. Then you got Alex McKay over at first, Alan Portal at second, and Jim Wolf is the third base umpire. No score out in Chicago. Top of the first. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 away. And the pitch to Reynolds. He skies this one over towards shallow right field. Suzuki is there. He'll make the catch and call off the second baseman Horner for out number 3. So 1, 2, 3 go the Pittsburgh Pirates. And we go to the bottom of the first. Horner will lead it off when the Cubs return. All right. Final score predictions, chat. Appreciate you for being on here. What's going on? How you guys doing? Let's go Cubs. Good to see you all on here. Seems like the display even takes the weather into consideration, says Doug. You know what's crazy about this, Doug? Last night's game went on into extra innings, and once it passed like 1 o'clock, it was daylight. Daylight on 3D, and that's where that's what ended up happening. It was still nighttime in real life, but on the 3D, it was sunny. It was a gorgeous afternoon. It's crazy. What's up, Uncommon Truthsman? How you doing, my friend? Good to see you on here. Fist bump to you. Yes, sir. Nico Hoerner's going to be batting leadoff for the Chicago Cubs. Then you got Michael Busch batting second, Alex Bregman third, Ian Happ fourth, Seiya Suzuki fifth. Sixth, it's Pete Crow Armstrong. Then you got Carson Kelly batting seventh. He's the catcher today. Moises Balestros is going to be batting eighth. And ninth is Dansby Swanson. He is the caboose, and he is playing over at shortstop. So once again for the Cubs, it's Hoerner, Busch, Bregman, Happ, Suzuki, Armstrong, Kelly, Balestros, Ballesteros, that is, and Swanson. And Carmen Mlodzinski is going to be on the bump. Carmen this year with a 4.0 ERA, 13 strikeouts as well. This is his third outing of the season. He's gone a total of 9 innings. He's given up 11 hits, 4 earned runs, and he is out there on the bump with a 1.56 whip as well. The Pirates are in their black tops with the Pittsburgh text. And by the way, it's Carmen Mlodzinski who is on the mound. 1-0 pitch. That's taken for ball 2. It was a first-round pick, 31st overall pick by the Pittsburgh Pirates. Mlodzinski comes set and fires. And the pitch is down the hatch for a strike. John Philibus, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate you, man. Good to see you on here. We go live for Phillies baseball, Sixers basketball, and Eagles football, but, and this is the big kicker, we are diehard baseball fans. So whenever we get to do 2 games or 3 games in a day, we do them. We try to be very, very reliable. 2-1 pitch. Line drive, base hit back up the middle. Nico Horner is able to get the first hit of the ball game. And the Cubs already have a runner over at first. And Michael Busch is coming on up. Charge! Here's Michael Busch, the former Dodger. Fouls off the first pitch that he sees. We do like an old school radio play-by-play style of a cast. Dude, where did that thing go on the 3D? It looked like it hit a stadium light and then just bounced back into and hit like the second deck and then bounced back onto the field. That's not what happened in IRL. Toss back over to first. Not in time. Horner is there standing up. My boy, been listening to you for the past couple of games, and you've been solid. Sub incoming. JP, thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate you, my guy. The ball is 1 strike, and here's the 0-1 pitch, and that misses just outside for a ball. 6-2 Cubs for the Dubs. I love it. I Love Canines is back. What's going on, I Love Canines? Shout out to you. Cubs 5, Pirates 3 today, and you take that to the bank. Speaking of the bank, Phillies are going to be playing back at the bank, and we'll be calling that game tonight. 2 balls, 1 strike, as we are in the bottom of the first. Michael Busch is in the box. It does look exactly like how it looks, at least the sky-wise. IRL compared to 3D. 2-1. Foul ball. I'm going to go 9-7 Pirates. Ooh. I'm going 5-3 Pirates. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the first. Horner is over at first. The leadoff man got on with a single. The 2-2 delivery. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did, says the third base umpire, Jim Wolf. Busch can't believe it, and he's down on strikes. Mlodzinski able to get his first strikeout victim of the game. And now Bregman is going to come on up to the plate. What's up, Denbrew? Haven't seen you on in a little bit. What's going on, man? Good to see you. There's Alex Bregman in the box, and Bregman stares at the pitch that's called a strike at 93. Good to see you on here, my guy. Hope all is well. No balls, 1 strike. Mlodzinski comes set and fires. And another strike thrown. That time it's at 94 miles per hour. Pretty good crowd out at Wrigley Field. People are bundled up. I mean, it is 47 degrees there. The 0-2 pitch. Ground ball hit over to third. The throw to second, there's one. The throw to first, there's two. Around the horn we go. And that is a 5-4-3 double play to end the first inning. All right, we're going to go to the second inning. Marcell Ozuna will lead it off when the Pirates return. I haven't been to Wrigley in a while, but what I remember is that had the old style beers there. They had the old style beers there. Oh, dude, yeah. I've never been to Wrigley before, but yeah, I've heard a lot about the beers that you're talking about. Tom Fish, I want to say thank you so much for the sub over on YouTube, my friend. I appreciate it. We got Tom Fish, and then we got Tom Fisher. Is that you? Do you have two YouTube accounts? LP, what's up, LP? How you doing? Good to see you on here as well. Tonight we got the Phillies and the Diamondbacks. Tomorrow, what we're doing is we're doing Phillies Diamondbacks at 1 o'clock. And then tomorrow night, we got the actually, I haven't even decided yet what we're doing tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, I think we're going to do Red Sox Cardinals. You know what? I'll give you guys a choice. That's what we'll do. No run first inning? Check. Anybody else have no run first inning? Just curious. So, Carl, congratulations to you. They also have the old style urinal sinks, says JP. That's cool. I'm still learning, guys. I'm still learning about the sports betting terminology. So it's good. I'm picking it up. You can teach an old dog new tricks, I guess. The pitch. And that is taken outside for a ball. Ozuna, not even batting 100. 0.65 is his average. The pitch. That's outside for ball two. Made some money off of no runs first inning, says Bobby's World. What's up, Bobby? 2-0 pitch. That's going to be taken on the inside corner for a called strike. Pitch track said that it was on the edge of the zone. The 2-1 delivery. Foul ball. What's up, Tacos? Two balls, two strikes. 2-2 pitch. And misses outside for ball three. Three-two pitch. Popped up. Hit out over towards straightaway center. There's Pete Crow Armstrong, who gets under it. Makes the grab. And there's out number one. Does anybody actually do fantasy baseball? I know that we have people that are into sports betting. But does anybody, do legit fantasy baseball? Nick Gonzalez is going to come on up to the plate. Over 3.5. I have 5-3 as my final score prediction. The pitch is going to be taken up high for a ball. The 1-0 pitch. There's a swing and a miss. In a fantasy league with a bunch of buddies from home. Dude, that's so cool, Jerry Rafferty. Oh, dude, I love Jerry Rafferty. Is your name actually Jerry? Dude, that's so cool. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One out, top of the second. Just want to say this is my way. 1-2. And there's strike 3 called. And there's out number 2 in the second inning. Gonzalez actually went down swinging. So there's out number 2. He spells it differently, of course. The pitch. That's a foul ball. Tom Fisher says, I do. Pete Crow Armstrong is on my team. So wait, so Tom Fisher, are you also Tom Fish as well? Because Tom Fish just subscribed to the channel. It's a grind. People fade when football starts. Well, of course. Here's O'Neal Cruz. He's in the box. And the pitch. That's taken just a bit outside for a ball. I say, of course, I mean, like, the diehards are still going to, do both. But, I understand that. 1-1 pitch. That's down in the way for ball 2. Pete Crow Armstrong is on your team. Nice. Best player that you have? 2 balls, 1 strike to O'Neal Cruz. The 2-1 pitch. That's called a strike. It hits the outside corner at 93 miles per hour. Anybody else do fantasy? Who's the best player on your team? Shota comes set and delivers. And the pitch is down in the way for ball 3. I've never done an auction draft before. 3-2 pitch. That's a foul ball. I accidentally unsubscribed and subscribed again. Got you. But it's weird because yours says, I guess that your username is Tom Fisher and your profile name is Tom Fish. That's why I was like, wait, that's a little bit odd because I remember that you've been subscribed. 3-2 pitch. That's a foul ball. So I was like, what are the odds? Two outs, top of the second. Nobody on. And the pitch, foul ball. Jerry's has managed to get Tarek Skubel early, probably my best. Yeah, he's, I'd say that he's pretty good. I think he has the best changeup in all of baseball. Three balls, 2 strikes. Two outs. And the payoff pitch from Shota. And that is called a ball. That was close. They decided not to challenge it. Yeah, that's... Pitch Track said that it was a strike. Shota was ready to think about challenging it. I'm dog sitting, so if you're a dog in the background, I'm dog sitting. Here's Connor Griffin, who's up to bat. And the pitch. And there's a foul ball hit over towards the right side. And the count is 0-1. Connor batting 167 with 4 RBI. Also slugging 222 with a 273 OBP. We got 50 people watching. Let's go. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Today's the last day of dog sitting. I get to be back home tomorrow. What's up, David? How you doing? Good afternoon to you. Hope your Friday's going well. And the dog. The ball is 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 to Griffin. That's down for a ball. And a turtle, right? What kind of pets do you guys have? Shout out to the pets. So 1 and 2. We're in the top of the second, by the way. Shota is pitching. And Mlodzinski is also pitching for the Pirates. Toss back over to first, and O'Neal Cruz gets back in there in plenty of time. One ball, 2 strikes. With 2 outs in the top of the second. Here's the 1-2 on the way. Fly ball hit out over towards the right field corner, and that's a foul ball. Long ball says 3 turtles. Any other pets you guys have? 3 turtles. I was thinking I knew you at least had 1. I got a terrier mixes, David. Cool. 2 cats and a leopard gecko for now. 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. And there is out number 3. And the inning is over. And so we are going to go to the bottom of the second. 2 strikeouts in this inning. Carl. A woman would rather a goldfish some days. Oh, man. Come on. We got to be nice. We got to be nice to our awesome woman in our lives. Oh, man. Damn. Shots fired. Hello, guys. Want to say thank you for the Padres-Rockies broadcast. That was great work. Dude, that was, in all honesty, that was my favorite Major League game of the year. It really was. I thought that everybody was going to sleep on that game. And to me, it ended up being the best game of the day. That was my favorite game to call of the year. Obviously, best game of the year. Well, maybe Joe Adell's 3 home run robberies. That has to be up there. I mean, we've seen some pretty good baseball games. World Baseball Classic is, I mean, those games were insane. I don't think any of them compare to the WBC. I really don't. I think that my favorite game that I called in the WBC, looking back at everything, was Dominican Republic versus Venezuela. That game was incredible. Korea versus Japan was really good too. That was a special game. And then Korea versus Australia was good too. Yeah, there were some really good games that we got to call. Italy with Vinny's 3-homer game was pretty cool, and watching Aaronola pitch. But, you know, it's baseball. It's the best sport, in my opinion. All right. We are in the bottom of the second. Ian Happ is up, and Happ takes a pitch that's above the zone for a ball. Tom says, I fell asleep. It was a good day. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. That's taken for a called strike. 1-1 pitch. That misses outside for ball 2. We got 65 people tuning on in. 26 of you have hit the thumbs up button. Please do me a solid and hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. They are both free. If we want to get more baseball fans on here, well, the more people that we get, the more likes that we get, the more subs that we get, the more people. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That's taken down low and away for ball 4. And Happ gets on with a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the first inning. Charge! One thing I didn't realize is that last night, the stream cut out, so I have to make sure it's up there, because I wasn't getting any ads, nothing. You guys didn't get any ads last night. The pitch, it's grounded over to third, the throw over to second. There's one, and that's all that they're going to get. It was a chopper, hit right over to York. He threw it over to second base. Gonzalez had to backhand that, and he sort of lost his footing after he kept his foot on the bag, and he had a little bit of an awkward angle to make the throw on over to first. So here's Pete Crow Armstrong, and the pitch is grounded over to first. Here's the throw, the shortstop for one. The throw back to first is in plenty of time. Mlodzinski went to go cover the bag. Craig Counsell says, hold it for a sec. Will they challenge the Cubs? They will not challenge. Okay. So that is a 3-6-1 double play as the inning is over. I don't know. I think he could have been safe. Wow. They decided to let that go. He's safe. He is safe. That's crazy. A tie goes to the base runner, and looked like that Pete had his right foot on the bag by the time it was caught over at first. Wow. That's interesting. So 5-4 or 5-6 fielder's choice. And then Pete Crow Armstrong grounds into a 3-6-1 double play. All right, and we're going to go to the third inning. If you did just subscribe, Jerry Rafferty, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel, my friend. I appreciate it. Now, of course, I'm going to get the artist Jerry Rafferty stuck in my head. I know he spells it differently. But yes, good to see you guys on here. Any other pets that we got? Hello, guys. Wanted to say thank you. Yeah, man, I got you. No worries. Venezuela versus the Netherlands was special for me, and the Netherlands versus Nicaragua. Yeah, that was a good one, too, when Ozzie hit his first ever walk-off homer. That was a good game. Hey, JJ, happy Friday. First, I thought you said happy birthday. What's up, Brandon? How you doing, man? Good to see you on here. We're going to the top of the third. There's Taylor McGregor. The pitch. Swing and a miss. That's to Joey Bart. No balls, one strike. Here's the 0-1 to Bart. Swing and a miss. Hold up a sec. What's this whole thing about Alex Bregman with horse racing? Oh, 2 pitch. And there's a foul ball. I didn't know this. Bregman is heavily involved in thoroughbred horse racing through his venture. The Bregman Family Racing, which was founded in 2022 with his wife Regan, deeply rooted in the sport, Alex has invested into multiple horses, including stakes winner No Name Mets and top runner Governor Sam. Huh. That's interesting. 1-2 pitch. That's inside for ball 2. Taylor McGregor is really good at her job. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I love following the industry. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And there's out number 1 here in the top of the 3rd. And Bart is down on strikes. That's the 3rd strikeout for Shota this afternoon. I didn't say happy birthday. I almost said happy birthday. I'm doing okay. It's almost the weekend. And by the way, what time is the Phillies game? It's at 6:40. 6:40, my friend. The pitch, swing and a miss. This is Billy Cook. The ball is 1 strike. Ashley's here. What's up, Ashley? What's up, Ash? 0-1. That 93-mile-per-hour pitch is just a bit high. Not by much. One ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That's a foul ball. I knew that Jason Worth is really into horse racing. I actually just found out the other day that Joe Blanton is really into wine. Huh. It's just funny how, like after these players retire, they think about like their second careers or, what to do after baseball. Some of them, just like being out of the spotlight and doing other things, and I think that that's really cool. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The baseball spotlight. 2-2 pitch. That misses outside for ball 3. Three and 2 is the count. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss. Shota is on fire. He has struck out 3 batters in a row. He is just wheeling and dealing so far. Fastball down the middle. Cook was late. And he goes down swinging on strikes. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a voters poll in the community tab. And as far as tomorrow night's game goes, I'll give you 4 options. And whatever option it is, by 3 o'clock tomorrow, or by the end of the Phillies game tomorrow afternoon, that's the game that we're going to do tomorrow night. 1 ball, 1 strike as we are in the top of the 3rd. With 2 away. York in the box, and he grounds the pitch foul towards the third base side. One ball, 2 strikes. With 2 away. And the pitch to York. Foul ball. I predicted Shota will have will have a big comeback here, says David. Looking like it so far. Yeah, for sure. I've always been a fan of his. 1-2 pitch, foul ball. Do fans stick to their team when the franchise move to another city like the Athletics? Well, maybe we'll ask St. Louis fans if we do the St. Louis Cardinals game tomorrow night. Because that's a great question for them, because they had the St. Louis Rams and now they're out in LA. Or like the Athletics, right? When they move out to Las Vegas, are they still going? Are Oakland fans still going to root for them? 1-2 pitch. This is flied out over towards shallow right field. On the run is Suzuki, and he'll make the catch, and the inning is over. So another 1-2-3 inning. The second one today from Shota, and we are going to go to the bottom of the third. Kelly, Ballesteros, and Swanson are due on up. I mean, I guess it's a little bit awkward, when you think about it, when the A's move to Las Vegas, and then all of a sudden it's like, do you become a Giants fan? No. I mean, some of them probably will. But if you've been, watching ever since the Giants played the A's in the World Series, you're probably not going to be a fan of the Giants. That's tough. That's a good question, though. Thank God I never had to experience that. Thank God I also never had to experience, having two Philadelphia teams like the Philadelphia Athletics and the Philadelphia Phillies. Because I don't like that. I don't like dividing the state, even if it's like a big state, like New York or Los Angeles, even though Los Angeles is a city. But California, it's a lot. I don't know, chat. Which game should we do tomorrow? I'll make the choices either Astros, Mariners, Red Sox, Cardinals, Rockies, Padres. And that's it. Those will be my three choices. That's what I'll do for my poll. One ball, no strikes as we are in the bottom of the third. And the pitch, grounded out to right field for a base hit by Kelly. And he gets aboard here in the bottom of the third inning with a leadoff opposite field single for the Chicago Cubs. That's what we'll do. Charge! Ballesteros is up to bat, and the pitch is chopped foul towards the right side. Cubs fans would for sure follow them everywhere, even they would go. Once a Cubs fan, you're in for life. Yes, sir. Happy that you found the channel, David. One ball, one strike as we are in the bottom of the third. Ballesteros in the box. Facing Mlodzinski. One ball, one strike. Next pitch is just a bit outside. The catcher dropped the ball for a second, but it didn't get too far away from him. Two one. And misses outside. Actually, it hit the outside corner. Excuse me. Count is 2-2. Two-two pitch. That's a foul ball. The construction cost to build Wrigley Field at the time was $250,000. They say that in today's money, and they meaning Wikipedia, says that that's $8.04 million $1,025. That's cheap. Crazy. Just when you put it in perspective. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Dansby Swanson is in the on-deck circle. And the payoff pitch popped up and skied out over towards left field. And the catch is going to be made. And there's out number 1 in the bottom of the 3rd. It's funny, I remember both of you found this channel when we were doing a Brewers game. It's funny. Then we did Brewers Red Sox last year or something like that. So 1 out, bottom of the 3rd. And here's Swanson, who takes a pitch that's just a bit high for a ball. Wrigley's dimensions are left field, it's 355 feet. Left center is 368. Center is 400. Right center is 368. Right field is 353 feet. 1-0. It's taken for ball 2. The height of the outfield wall, the bleachers are 11 feet 6 inches tall, and the corners are 15 feet tall. 2-0 pitch. It's taken for ball 3 to Swanson. Mlodzinski comes set and deals, and the pitch is outside for ball 4. And Dansby Swanson gets on with a walk, and that's going to put runners over at first and second. Charge! So for the 465th time in Dansby Swanson's career, he has walked. And now it's Nico Horner's turn to come on up to the plate. 1 for 1 he is today with a single. 2 base runners on, bottom of the 3rd. 1 out and the pitch. And it's in there for a called strike. For those of you who are betting, do you guys have any other bets today? Any parlays? Just out of curiosity. The ball is 1 strike to Nico Horner, and the pitch is in there for strike 2. And if you're just a Cubs or a Pirates fan tuning on in, what got you into the Cubs? What got you into the Pirates? Want to hear more about you guys. The 0-2 pitch on the way, and it sails outside and low for a ball. All right, I'll hold you to your word. Because next time I'm going to time you out, man. I'm getting tired of the cursing. 1-2. Popped up and skied over towards the first base side. And York is going to make the catch. Almost collided with O'Hearn right behind the mound. And there's out number 2. So that is a pop out that was caught over at 3rd, or by the 3rd baseman, I should say, York. Went on over towards the first base side and caught it. Up next to bat is Michael Busch. Two runners on, 2 outs. The pitch. That's inside and a little bit low for a ball to Michael Busch. 1-0 delivery. There's a fly ball hit out over towards center field. Cruz goes back to the track and makes the catch. And the inning is over. All right. We'll take a very quick step off. Don't go anywhere as we go to the top of the 4th inning. I will be right back in just a few moments. All right, here we go. Good stuff as we go to the top of the 4th inning. No score between the Pirates and the Cubs. 2 hits for Chicago, not a scratch from Pittsburgh. If you are new to the channel, please do me a solid and hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. I got 3 rules in this channel. No cursing, no spoiling, and just be a good human being. That's it. That's it. If you want to add in the 4th rule, be a baseball fan. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. That's inside for ball 2. No MLB team in Louisiana. So in the 90s, we only saw Jordan and the Cubs on WGN. 2-0 pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards deep center field. Crow Armstrong's on the track, and they'll make the grab. And there's out number 1 in the top of the 4th. Oops, I had the wrong inning. The pitch. Swing and a miss. That's to Brian Reynolds. Shota has 58 pitches. Reynolds batting on the right side. Looks at the 0-1. That misses just a bit down for a ball. But the Rams did come from LA. That's true. 1-1. And that is a foul ball. I got to go to the amazing Cubs and Rays game. That was a blast, especially the 5th inning. We called that game. We did. Do Philly fans root for the A's? Well, how old are the Philadelphia? When was the last time the Philadelphia Athletics were around? When did they? When was the last year that they played in Philadelphia? One ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. That misses high for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. Another foul ball. When was the last time the Philadelphia Athletics were around? The Philadelphia Athletics, they were here up until 1954. Two balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. That's a foul ball. All right, this is like a low-key question at this point. Is the weather the reason that these are in for low-scoring games? Baseball's a hard game, dude. It really is. Like, I don't think you understand like how hard of a game it is. I'm not like trying to like judge you or like take a shot at you. I'm not saying that at all. But you know, like you don't just see 8 to 6 games all the time. The pitch, and that's fouled off. There's so much strategy that goes on into it. Just to be able to get a run home is really a lot. I've been watching it for years. And sometimes, like, I mean, it's pretty normal to see, like, a low-scoring game. Unless you have a bad pitcher or 2 bad pitchers. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and the inning is over. The throw over to first is in plenty of time. And so, there is out number 3. Time for us to go to the bottom of the 4th. Let's actually look this up. Average amount of runs in a game for baseball. That was out number 2, by the way. Sorry about that. I was jumping the gun a little bit. Marcell Ozuna is up, and the pitch is fouled off. Average amount of runs in Major League Baseball. Here's the average amount of runs per game over the last 5 years, chat. 7.96 in the National League in 2021. Right now, it's at 5.62 in the American League and 6.44 in the National League. Last year, the average was 6.82 in the American League and 6.9 in the National League. Two balls, 1 strike. And the pitch, there's a swing and a miss. Plus, the other thing, too, is that it is harder to hit in the cold. It is. And it's a cold day over there. Because the ball just doesn't fly. Or if it is windy, you know, then the ball, and if it's blowing the opposite direction, then it does. But you know, the pitch, swing and a miss, and Ozuna is down on strikes. We're going to go to the bottom of the 4th. But yeah, it's a hard game, man. Last year, statistically speaking, so there were 10,743 total runs in the American League last year. 10,871 in the National League. Runs have actually gone down in both leagues. Well, in the American League, it's gone down over the last 3 years. There were 11,066 runs scored in 2023. In 2024, there were 10,378. Last year, there was 10,871, so it went up a little bit. Or 10,743. So it went up a little bit last year. But yeah, it's not easy. What's up, Chua? How you doing, man? Hi, JJ. I hope that the Orioles City Connect uniforms look good on TV and beat the Giants. Let's go, baby. All right. Time for us to go to the bottom of the fourth. Mlodzinski up to bat, and he takes the pitch that's in there for a strike. That's to Alex Bregman, who's in the box. Bregman comes set and fires. There's a foul ball. Or Bregman at the plate just fouled off a pitch. Excuse me. Mlodzinski comes set and fires. And the pitch is down for a ball. Since when is Alex Bregman a pitcher, JJ? I just made it up. Tried to see if you're all paying attention. 1-2 pitch. Bregman will slice this one out to left center field. And did O'Neal Cruz catch that? Did he catch it? Oh my gosh, he caught it. Wow. He just took away a bloop single to Alex Bregman. And he just got to that baseball. He came sprinting on in and caught it right in the heel of the glove as the ball died, and O'Neal Cruz celebrating out in center field. He slid, he caught it, and there's out number one. I was thinking maybe that was going to hit the ground first. It did not. And here's Ian Happ. Happ in the bottom of the fourth, up to bat. One away. The 0-1. It's grounded up the middle. Diving stop by Gonzalez. He gets up, throws it over to first, just in time. Great defense by the Pittsburgh Pirates. Happ's looking back at Counsell. Counsell says, hold up a second, and they're going to challenge. They will challenge this play. I don't care if he's out or if he's safe. That was a heck of a play by Nick Gonzalez. The fact that he was able to dive for that baseball, shoot up out of a cannon, and fire that over to first base, he made it really close. That is just what you call a bang-bang play. So the Cubs are going to challenge this. Is Happ safe or is he out? I think he just got in there, yeah. His right foot was on the bag. We saw Craig Counsell decide not to challenge a play earlier where Pete Crow Armstrong grounded into a 3-6-1 double play. And we were surprised that he didn't challenge it because Pete looked like he was safe on the replay review. This, he is safe, but still a heck of an effort. So the call is overturned. The Cubs retain their challenge, and that's an infield single by Ian Happ for the Cubs. And he gets on, and here comes Seiya Suzuki at the plates. Charge! Seiya Suzuki is coming on up. Mason Miller single-handedly brought down runs. Yeah, him. I would also say Chapman, too. We have good pitching. Tarek Skubal, Paul Skeens. 1-0 pitch. Line drive, base it out to right field. Welcome back, Seiya Suzuki. Runners are over at first and second for the Chicago Cubs. Let's go, baby. And here comes Pete Crow Armstrong. Jake Irvin's in trouble. Why? What did he do? Here comes Pete. Pitch to Crow Armstrong, swing and a miss. The crazy part is that I think that part of the reason why... actually, I'm going to take that back. I am. Never mind. The ball is 1 strike. The 0-1, and that's down for a ball. I was going to say, I bet you why ghost runners may have gone up in some ways over the last couple of years is because of the ghost runner, but I take that back. We'd have to think about how many extra inning games there have been every single year. 1-1 pitch to Pete. That's a foul ball, and it goes on out of play. The count is 1-2. Gunman's here. What's up, Gunman? How you doing? Oh, for tonight against the Brewers. Oh, I got you. I was like, wait, what did he do? Did he get into trouble? Did I miss something? No. All right, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. And there's a fly ball hit out over to right field. It'll stay in the ballpark. It's going to be caught for out number 2. Tagging up from second. Going over to third is Ian Happ. The throw is not in time. At least it's a productive out. And that is going to put runners at the corners. Cook caught it. And Pete, not happy with himself. He thought that maybe he had a chance to get all of that. And he goes back to the dugout very angry. And Carson Kelly is going to come on up for the Chicago Cubs. Who do you guys have winning this game, the Cubs or the Pirates? Let me know. Bottom of the 4th, 2 away. Kelly 1 for 1 with a single. Mlodzinski in a jam. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, please, if you have not done so already. It's a really good way to help out the channel. They are both free. We're on our way to 10,000 subscribers. We got to get to the 9,500 marker first. 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. Foul ball. That's good because one more time, man, I'm telling you, like, you're right on the line, man. I can't have you cursing in my chat. I love you, man, but I can't have you doing that. So you're like right there on that line. 1-1. That misses outside for ball 2. JJ, I got 2 MLB trivia questions for you. Oh boy. Oh boy. If I get them wrong, I get timed out. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two 1 pitch. Foul ball. I put that on myself. Who has the most career triples in MLB history? Okay, I'm going to say Billy Hamilton. Who has the most career perfect games in Major League history? And for that, I'm going to go with Nolan Ryan. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. And the count is now full at 3-2. That was inside, and he held up. He did. He definitely held up on that swing. That was pretty close to being interference as well from the catcher. 3-2 pitch on the way. Foul ball. The Cubs have to win. The Cubs, baby. Just do a poll for this game. Oh, I didn't do a poll? Sorry about that, chat. Okay, we'll make a poll. We'll do that when we go to a break. Runner goes, payoff pitch outside for ball 4. Or we'll do it right now. Ty Cobb. I was incorrect. Cubs or Bucks. There we go. Here's the pitch. Fly ball hit out over to left field. That's going to be caught in front of the track, and the inning is over. So with all of that, Moises Ballesteros ends up flying out to left to end the inning, and the Cubs strand the bases loaded. Let's go. Cubs or Bucks? We got the Bucks or the Cubs. Bucks. Pete Rose and Nolan. Bucks. Cubs. Here's the poll. Got 81 people tuning on in. My guy's always grinding. Of course. What's up, left-handed press? How you doing? Shout out to you. Owen's also here. What's up, Owen? All right, so what was the answer? Oh, Chua never gave the answer, did he? Chua, what's the answer? What is the answer? The answer, my friends, is... There we go. Now we just got to wait for Chua. Seems like a repeat of last night's game. So far. Yep. So far. Oh, man. We need 42 more subs for us to get to 9,500 subscribers. Beautiful. Great stuff. Corn on the cob. Every time people say corn, I think about the band Corn now. Haley was talking about them the other day. Haley said that she saw Corn. 1 ball, no strikes. We're in the top of the 5th. 1-0 delivery. And that is a little bit down for ball 2. Two-0 pitch to Gonzalez. Foul ball. I don't understand baseball. It's a lot to learn. I'm still learning about the game. I've been watching it for 22 years. 20 years. Two-two pitch. Foul ball. You're the best, man. I've slowly got all my friends watching. My friend Sam would always make fun of me for having you on whenever she came over, and now she's a fan. Aww. Aww. That's so cool. 2-2 pitch. Line drive caught over at third by Bregman, and there's out number 1 in the top of the 5th. Well, tell Sam I appreciate Sam. I don't know if Sam is a he or a she. Oh, you literally just said she. Wow. Now I feel embarrassed. You tell her I said thank you. Thank you for putting up with me. Oh, man. 1 out, top of the 5th. 1 ball, no strikes to O'Neal Cruz. That's so cool. The 1-0 pitch. It's in there for a strike. You know, last night I actually had a dream that we did our tailgate. We're doing a tailgate this year at Citizens Bank Park, for those of you that don't know. And I will make sure that I talk about it at least a month and a half before we do it. So that way I give people notice. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, top of the 5th. Shota on the mound. Gets set and fires, and the pitch is fouled away. I probably should save this for my Phillies community tonight. I'll probably have to repeat it, which is fine. But I got there, and we're setting up our table. Okay. And I had like 5 people that like saw me in the parking lot that just came on up to me. And they said, dude, you're so much smaller than I thought you were. On ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. O'Neal Cruz is down on strikes. But the cool thing about it, though, chat, which actually made me cry when I was in the dream, was that those 5 people, they had baseballs, and they wanted me to sign their baseballs. And it was really cool. It felt so real. No balls, 1 strike. 2 outs, top of the 5th. And the 0-1 is taken down for a ball. They were like, JJ, can you sign my baseball? I never thought that I'd hear that out loud. The 1-1 pitch. And that's a fly ball hit out over to left field. Happ on the track is there, makes the catch. Wow. 5 innings where Shota Imanaga has been sensational. And we are going to go to the bottom of the 5th. Guys, we might see something special today. We could be in for a treat. Holy smokes. And so Connor Griffin ends the inning, and we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th. What's up, JJ? What's up, Justin? Dude. Oh, my gosh. We're doing pretty good. This is bad. I'm taking L's today, left and right, chat. Thank you all so much, man. Thanks, ball boy. I love being here. I really do. But that was the coolest thing. I'm so excited for our tailgate this year. It's going to be the coolest thing. But yeah, they were like, can you sign my baseball, JJ? It felt so real. Bobby's World says, I just need no home runs for my 3-leg. You need no home runs for your 3-leg parlay. So wait, so again, I'm just learning this as I go. No home runs. Is that one part of the leg, or is that all 3? Like, this player doesn't get a homer, and this player doesn't get a homer, and this player doesn't get a homer. I'm going to send this her way. She's going to love the shout out. Shout out to Sam. And shout out to you. Dansby Swanson is going to come on up to the plate. Swanson did get on with a walk. Bottom of the fifth. Carmen comes set and fires, and the pitch is in there for a called strike. We are 41 subscribers away from 9,500 subs. Let's go, baby. Here's the pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards the right field corner. Slicing foul. And it'll go on out of play. It's a chilly day there in Chicago. Yeah. 47 degrees. I saw that the wind was blowing at 10 miles per hour in. That I could be wrong on, though. Here's the pitch to Swanson. And that's taken down for a ball. One ball, two strikes. As we're in the bottom of the fifth with nobody out. And the 1-2 pitch, it's popped up, hit out over towards the right side. Who's going to get there? The second baseman will. That's Gonzalez, and they'll be there to make the grab for out number one. 4 hits for Chicago, and not a scratch for Pittsburgh. Nico Horner is up, and Horner takes a pitch that's in there for a called strike. Oh, 1 pitch, ground ball over towards the right side. Gonzalez picks it up, shuffles his feet, throws it over to first. Another bang-bang play by Nick Gonzalez. Talk about a guy that just doesn't get the love that he deserves on defense. That is Nick Gonzalez. He's been really strong in this game defensively. And there's out number 2. Michael Bush will come on up. And Bush takes a called strike. By the way, Mlodzinski, as good as he's been today, surprisingly, only has 1 strikeout. And that strikeout was against Michael Bush, who's up to bat right now. That came back in the first. That was the first out that he recorded on the day. So if you go by odds, he was on pace to get 27 strikeouts. Now he's only on pace to get 2. If you want to be technical. The pitch is taken down for a ball. Not saying that he would have gotten 20. He's not a strikeout dominant pitcher, but the math could say one thing. That's just the funny thing to me. 2-2 pitch. Check swing, did he go? He did not, says Jim Wolf. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on, no score in the bottom of the fifth. 3-2 pitch, grounded over to third, picked on up, and the throw to first is in. Plenty of time. The inning is over. And we will go to the 6th inning. Bart, Cook, and York are due on up to bat. All right, let's go say hi to Dr. DeLay. Doc is doing the Pirates game. Doc obviously covers the Pirates. So we'll go say hi to Dr. DeLay right now, and we'll go send him a little read over his way. All right? Let's go say hi to Doc. Give him a like as well. And go say hi to the man himself, Dr. DeLay. I'm posting his link right now. Just you wait. Here it is. It's right here. Now we'll see you all over there. All right. Be right back. Here we go. All right, Kareem, thank you so much for the sub. And if you did subscribe to the channel, I really appreciate you guys for doing so. Joey Bart is going to come on up to the plate, and Bart fouls off the next pitch. So Shota Imanaga on the mound. 88 pitches. His pitch count is getting up there, but he has been sensational. The 0-2 pitch to Bart. Foul ball. How long do you think he goes? I mean, if his performance is doing well, you have to keep him out there, right? No balls, 2 strikes. Shota gets set above the belt. Kicks. Fires outside for a ball. I mean, we all see what's going on here. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch to Bart. Swing and a miss. There's out number 1. Wow. Thank you all so much for going to say hi to Dr. DeLay. Lou, congratulations to your sister. Wow, baby number 3. That deserves a little bit of this. That is awesome, dude. That's awesome. Shout out to Lou. Congratulations to you and your family. The pitch. That's a foul ball. Which team do you guys think is the better bullpen? I'd say the Cubs right now. Because Dennis Santana's on the shelf, isn't he? 0-1. Checks when did he go? He did not. I know that the Pirates are missing a couple of their bullpen pieces. So I might stand corrected. Dennis Santana is not hurt. I don't know why I thought that they were missing some of their bullpen pieces. Well, with that being said, maybe not. It's pretty close. Palencia is a great closer. Next pitch on the way, swing and a miss. I don't know. That's a good question. But Maton's hurt. I might just give it to the Pirates. 1-2 pitch on the way. There's a fly ball hit out over towards center field. Crow Armstrong's there, makes the catch. And there's out number 2. Shota's pitch count is at 95. Wow. Whew. This is pretty cool. He goes 7 maxes, Renaud. 2 outs. The pitch to York. Swing and a miss. He won't pitch the 8th. Yeah, I don't think he's going to pitch the 8th either if he keeps this up. Which, part of me is like, dude, that'd be insane, though. 0-1 pitch. That's down for a ball. What's up, Renaud? Shout out to you, man. Fist pumps to you. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. Top of the 6th. York in the box. That's Nick York. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Line drive, foul ball. The only guy that has gotten on against Shota is O'Neal Cruz with a walk. Hey, Orioles fans, did you see that Dylan Carlson got designated for assignment by the Cubs? 1-2 pitch, and that misses outside for ball 2. Actually, wasn't Dylan Carlson also on the St. Louis Cardinals? No, he was on the... yeah, he was. Okay, I'm smarter than I thought. 2-2 pitch on the way. Strike 3 called. 6 innings of greatness from Shota, taking the show. This was not in my bingo cards. Not in my bingo cards for this game. Definitely not. Bottom of the 6th, coming on up. Cubs have 4 hits. And those are all the hits in this game. Carmen Mlodzinski is going to go out there to pitch the bottom of the 6th. And again, if you're wondering, Shota's pitch count right now is at 100. Exactly. Chat, does Shota go out there for the 7th with 100 pitches? Does he go out there for the 7th? Big Green says, I think that the Cubs are going to take it. Does Shota go out there for the 7th, chat? I don't know if some of y'all realize what's going on here. Big Green says 3-2. Oh, so you think that there is going to be offense from the Pirates? There's Craig Counsell. He has a lot of decisions to make when they go out there for the 7th. 1 ball, no strikes to Alex Bregman. The pitch. Is that inside? It is for ball 2. Pittsburgh uses the ABS challenge. That's a strike, and it is. 1-1 is the count. We are 39 subscribers away from getting to 9,500. The 1-1 pitch to Bregman. And it's outside for ball 2. The 2-1 pitch, ground ball foul. Or wait, is that fair? It is. Oh my gosh. It was hit over towards the third base side, and Bregman's going to get held up to a single. That was not good camera work by the crew. What the heck were they doing? Just drifted over towards the right side. Couldn't even tell where it was. That was a fair ball. What the heck is going on? So Bregman gets on with a leadoff single, and he's over at first. Sorry about that. That was not my fault, but still, that's annoying. Here's the pitch, and that is taken outside for a ball. That's to Ian Happ. One ball, no strikes. Happ is 1 for 1 today. The pitch, in there for a called strike. The 1-1 pitch, inside for ball 2. Just 4 hits in this game, and all of them have come from the Cubs entering into this inning, and now it's 5 hits for the Cubs. As Bregman leads off over at first, he got on with a single. Next pitch, line drive, base hit out to right field. Make it 6 hits for Chicago. Stopping at second is Bregman, and Happ gets on once again. The Cubs are knocking on the door. A lot of suspense in this game. A lot of drama. Caleb Thielbar is warming up in the pen. The pitch, and that's going to be in there for a strike. Mlodzinski, his pitch count is at 79. Seiya Suzuki, who just got reinstated from the IL, is in the box with his white batting gloves, right-handed hitter. The 0-1 pitch, and it's in there for a strike. Where are my Cubs fans at? Charge! Here's the 0-2 on the way. Swing and a miss, and Suzuki chases after a pitch below the zone, and there is out number 1. Pete Crow Armstrong is ready to come on up to the plate right now. And that is going to be the end of the day for Carmen Mlodzinski. Everybody wave goodbye. Don Kelly will pull the plug. Let's see those waves in the chat. I always like doing that. When a pitcher is done, just a wave. I love canines. If you were to give me a contract or something that would say along the lines of, thou shalt not take out a pitcher when there's a perfect game or a no-hitter going on, under 95% of the circumstances, I am signing on that dotted line in cursive. And you know what? I'm going to put in, I'm not doing play-by-play with JJ. I'm signing that as Jason H. Joseph. I'm signing it in cursive, all capitals in cursive. I hear you. That's what I'm doing. Man. Okay. Boy, oh boy. Pete Crow Armstrong is going to come on up to the plate. So Bregman singled, Happ singled, Suzuki struck out, and Pete Crow Armstrong is going to face Mason Montgomery. Kevin says, Cubs, let's go. Let's go, baby. Here's Pete. Grounded into a 3-6-1 double play in the second. Technically, if they would have challenged it, it would have been a fielder's choice. And then he flied out to right this last time up, mistiming what could have been a homer. Here's the first pitch, and that's down for a ball. So it's 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 delivery. That's called a ball. They won't challenge. It hit the outside corner according to pitch tracks at the knees. And the count is 2-0. With 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. Montgomery comes set and delivers. Swing and a miss. We'll talk more about Mason Montgomery right now. A left-handed pitcher who's 25 years old from Austin, Texas. 6 feet 2 inches tall, 205 pounds. Facing Pete Crow Armstrong for the Cubs. The 2-1 pitch to Pete, and it's in there for strike 2. Got a slider that time. Hit that thumbs up button. 37 more subs, so we get to 9,500, and then we'll be halfway there to 10K. Let's go. Halfway there from the 9,000 marker to 10K. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch to Pete, and that's high for ball 3. That was at 100 miles per hour from Mason Montgomery. His ERA Montgomery this year is at a 9.64. He's given up 5 earned runs in 4 2/3. Runners at first and second. Bregman's at second. Happ's at first. The 3-2 on the way. Swung on and missed. And there's out number 2. That was a slider. And Carson Kelly is going to come on up to the plate. That was a great pitch. Right towards the kneecaps. And there's out number 2. The pitch. That's a 99-mile-per-hour fastball down the middle. Well, you said that they were going to ground into a double play, so you were incorrect. 0-1 pitch. That's down for a ball. Carson Kelly 1 for 1 today. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch in the dirt for ball 2. Angels and Reds are on Apple TV tonight. Huh. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Carson Kelly in the box. The 2-1 delivery. Fly ball, hooking foul, and it'll be a souvenir. It is 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Both of those things are free. The 2-2 pitch. Outside for ball 3. And the count is full. Carson, 31 years old. Batting .281 on the season with 3 RBI. 3-2 pitch. It's low for ball 4. And for the second time this afternoon, the Cubs have loaded the bases. Moises Ballesteros, who flied out to left with the bases loaded this last time up to end the 4th inning, looking for some redemption. As a matter of fact, there's a pinch hitter for Moises. And we'll get you the pinch hitter's name in just a few seconds. It's going to be Matt Shaw. Bregman's at third, Haps at second, and Kelly is at first base. And a timeout taken on the mound here in the bottom of the 6th. No score so far. Shota has just walked the batter and has struck out 9. That's his stat line for the Cubs, and he's gone 6 innings. He does have 100 pitches, though. We'll see if he at least goes back out there for the 7th. Bases loaded, bottom of the 6th, 2 away. Shaw is in the box. The pitch to Shaw, strike 1 at 98, down the heart and soul of the plate. Matt, in 11 games this year, has homered twice. He's driven in 6 runs as well. The ball is 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch to Shaw. Foul ball. Dribbled it back right behind the plate. As a pinch hitter, he's 3 for 6 with 2 home runs. Cubs have a golden opportunity here. 0-2 on the way, just outside for a ball. The Pirates are going to challenge. Pitch track says that it was a ball. But what does ABS say, folks? What does ABS say? ABS calls it the ball. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. I like how it implemented. That was pretty good. I like that. Oh, that keeps you in more suspense. I love that. I'm good with the psychology. It's good. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 6th. The 1-2 pitch just fouled off. Shaw just barely got it off the end of the bat. That was heading right on into the dirt. Haley's here. What's going on, Haley? How you doing? 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 6 shutout innings of baseball, and we're going to go to the 7th. Is Shota going to pitch? So Pittsburgh able to strike out the side, and we go to the 7th. Afternoon, JJ. Dude, what the heck? She's just being nice. Come on, man. All right, Tyler, come on, man. I'm done with the BS, dude. Like, I'm done with all the complaining. I'm done with it all, man. I can't have you do this, man. You keep complaining. I really can't have you keep complaining in the chat. It's getting really annoying, dude. Plus, I can't have you, like, trying to be mean to Haley. Nah. Good. Enjoying some nice weather today. 70s here in PA. Hope you're having a great day. I'm hoping that you're having a good day. Is Shota going to go out there to pitch in the 7th inning? No. Dang it. Caleb Theobar is going to come on in. That's crazy. Ryan O'Hearn is going to lead off the 7th inning. No score out at Wrigley. So Shota's day is done. 6 innings, 9 strikeouts, 1 walk. He's done. Damn. That's crazy. The pitch. It's in there for a strike. I'm a duck. I let things roll off my back. Nah, I mean, he's been complaining throughout the last 2 streams, and it's just getting annoying. No balls, 1 strike to Caleb Theobar. And the pitch, and that is taken down for a ball. I know. 1 ball, 1 strike. Theobar kicks, fires, line drive, base hit down the right field line. And that is the first hit of the game for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Oh, man. And this is not to the Pirates, by the way. That goes back to just the circumstance. Oh, my gosh. That's crazy. Again, I wanted to make sure that I said that was no disrespect to the Pirates. That's the first hit. Top of the 7th. Brian Reynolds is up at the plate, and Reynolds sends one high and deep out to left field, and that ball is gone. A 2-0 game as Reynolds sends one deep out to left field. Ball. And Reynolds just teed that off. The pitch. That's in there for a strike to Marcell Ozuna. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. That's up high and away for a ball. One ball, 1 strike. Brian Reynolds gives the Cubs the lead. And the 1-1 pitch in there for strike 2. Not the best decision for the Cubbies there. Yeah, that's... Oh, man. There's going to be a lot of talk about that today. That's already going to headline today, unless something else crazy happens in the rest of these other games. I know Shota's ready to break something in the dugout. That's crazy. I was going to say, it's karma. Isn't it karma? As Taylor Swift would say, karma is my boyfriend. Karma is a guy. That's going to be stuck in my head. The pitch, line drive, that's caught by Pete Crow Armstrong out in center. He was just able to make the grab there. That was a nice catch by Pete out in center field. And there's out number 1. I was still rooting for a combined no-no, but that escalated quickly. Came back to bite them like JJ. Just bit Taco. The pitch, swing and a miss. I can't have people complaining all the time in my chat, man. I was so nice. I just can't do it. I can't do it. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Nick Gonzalez is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a lineout. The 0-2 pitch, that's a foul ball. Pirates bullpen will give it right back. Yeah, this game ain't done. 0-2 pitch, strike 3 called. Gonzalez tried to challenge it, and the home plate umpire, Roberto Ortiz, says you didn't get it off. He's talking to him. Oh, wait, they did. Is that going to count? The call was overturned. Did he just get it off in time? He did, I guess. What was he chirping at the umpire for? He was like, oh, come on. He's like, I'm challenging it. Roberto Ortiz was like, too late, but the 1-2 pitch is popped up out over towards the right side, and it's going to be a foul ball. That was a little bit bizarre. He was chirping at the umpire, and the umpire shook his head like, no. He did tap his helmet. Weird. That's odd. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Nick Gonzalez. 1 out. And the pitch. Check swing, did he go? No, he did not. The count is 2-2. Pulled Shota, why? Because he was at 100 pitches, that's why. I could hear Mike Francesca saying, oh, that's ridiculous. 2-2 pitch. It's popped up, and it'll be a souvenir. Hey, JJ, remember when Ben Davis broke up Schilling's perfect game bid in the 8th inning with a bunt single? When you tune into Phillies games and you hear all about these things that happen in history, how could you not remember that? Next pitch, there's a towering fly ball hit out to deep left field. It'll just stay in the ballpark, and it's caught at the wall by Ian Happ. And there's out number 2. Just stayed in the park. It went all the way back towards that wall. That's the reason why I don't like that. Yeah, I'm sure he hears about it all the time on the broadcast crew. Or, well, when he's interacting with the fans, I should say. The pitch is taken down for a ball. And that's to O'Neal Cruz. One ball, no strikes to O'Neal Cruz, and the 1-0 delivery is fouled back towards the screen. So the story of this game was that Shota had a no-hitter going into the 7th inning. He struck out 9 batters, he walked 1, had 100 pitches, and Craig Counsell decided to put in Caleb Thielbar, and Thielbar immediately gave up a base hit and a 2-run home run to Brian Reynolds. That's the story of the game. 2-1 pitch. It's grounded back up the middle and through the hole for a base hit, and O'Neal Cruz gets his first hit of the ball game. So there's a single by O'Neal Cruz, and Connor Griffin is going to come on up. I knew it. Cubs can't score without Conforto. You got to be able to read the tea leaves sometimes. I like that. You got to be able to read the tea leaves sometimes. It's deep. Whoever came up with that. Cubs had a nice offensive run with him there. Caleb Theobar shakes his head, goes back right to the dugouts, and we have a pitch and change. It's not nighttime out in Chicago just yet. On the 3D graphic, it says that it's nighttime. Nope, it ain't nighttime. Ay, ay, ay. Boy, oh boy. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. We got 85 people tuning on in. Let's go. 85 of you guys have become baseball freaks. Let's go. By the way, Chad, I do want to make this announcement again. So tomorrow, we're doing the Phillies game, but what I'm going to do is in between this game and the Phillies game tonight, I'm going to post a poll in my community. And I'm going to give you 3 choices of tomorrow night's baseball game. And you guys decide. You guys get to make the pick of which game we are going to do. All right? So we're going to do that. The 3 choices, just so that way you guys know for now. And again, I'll post this on the community tab as well. The 3 choices for tomorrow night's games are going to be this. Okay? It's either going to be Red Sox Cardinals, Ranger Suarez is pitching, versus Kyle Leahy. Rockies Padres at 8:40. It's Feltner versus Marquez. Or Astros Mariners. Those are the 3 games that you guys get to pick from. 1 ball, no strikes, as we are in the top of the 7th with 2 away. The toss back over to first, not in time to get O'Neal Cruz. Just want to make sure that I say that. So again, if you had an ad break, I'm doing in between the games today, after this game is done, I'm going to post something in my community tab, and you guys get to vote on which game we do tomorrow night after the Phillies game is done. Phillies play at 1 o'clock, and we're either going to do Red Sox Cardinals, Rockies Padres, or Astros Mariners. We'll let you know when the poll ends, by the way, too. 1-1 pitch. It's taken for ball 2. The throw to second base to get Cruz. Not in time. He dives in there head first, and he is safe. Second base umpire Alan Porter is talking to the shortstop, and Craig Counsell's going to go out there. Sorry, not the shortstop. The second baseman was complaining that he was off the bag. I guess Craig Counsell's out there to talk to Alan Porter. Is he out or safe at first? Nico Horner tried to swipe him. What's he mad about? I think he's out. They got him. He was saying interference because he blocked the base? Leg was down. Connor Griffin is up, by the way. It's a 2-1 count. The next pitch is down for ball 3. Yeah, so I don't agree with that either. 3-1 pitch is in there for strike 2. He was out. He's just trying to catch the ball. That's what they said, yeah. 3-2, line drive caught by Dansby Swanson. The inning is over anyways. And we are going to go to the bottom of the 7th. All right. Well, here we go. Bottom of the 7th coming on up. It's a 2-0 lead for the Pittsburgh Pirates. That was really bizarre. Never take a pitcher out with a no-no unless he's obviously throwing with a tired arm. Manager overthinking, says David. I mean, we see it's not just Craig Counsell. We saw it when Christopher Sanchez for the Phillies had a no-hitter back in 2023 it was, and he threw 73 pitches. And guess who was against that was against the Pirates. Wasn't it against the Pirates too, or was it against the Cubs? It was actually, yeah, it was against one of these two teams. It was one of these two teams. Christopher Sanchez, no-hitter. Two batters after Christopher Sanchez was pulled after throwing 5 no-hit innings. Who was that against? Brian Reynolds. It was the Pirates. Brian Reynolds. Holy smokes. Brian Reynolds has broken up. He's, oh my gosh. Brian Reynolds, dude, hit a 2-run home run after Christopher Sanchez was pulled 2 years ago. And guess what he does today after Shota gets pulled here? Is that just odd? What are the odds that that happens? That's insane. Wow. That is insane. Sanchez had like 73 pitches. My memory's so freaking good. That's insane. It was the Pirates. He threw 73 pitches, and he gets pulled, and Brian Reynolds hits a 2-run home run. What happens today? Shota pitches, and he hits a 2-run home run. That's wild. Oh, my gosh. I got to cut that. Isaac Matson is going to pitch for the Pirates. Oh, my gosh. Clay Buchholz had a no-hitter on his debut for my Red Sox as Jeff Montana. Oh, my gosh. Dude, I got goosebumps. No balls, 2 strikes. Oh, dude, I got to go find that. The pitch, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. I'm posting about this on Twitter. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Three balls, 2 strikes. That's crazy. 3-2, grounded over, or lined over to short. Griffin made the catch. He just caught that sinking line drive, and there's out number 1. I was like, I remember it was against one of these two teams, And I totally forgot that Brian Reynolds hit a 2-run home run to break it up. Now, he didn't break up this no-hitter, but gave them the lead. That's unbelievable. The pitch, and that's taken outside and low for a ball. On ball says, that's why I love baseball. Wow. 1 ball, no strikes, and that's down and away for ball 2. I didn't even have a stat in front of me. That was just all memory, and then I looked it up. Gosh. Maybe I am a baseball nerd. 2-0 pitch. That's down and away for ball 3. Nico Horner is in the box. 3 balls, no strikes. 1 out, bottom of the 7th. The pitch, and that's up high for ball 4. And Horner gets on with a leadoff walk. And here we go. The Cubs have the tying run coming on up to the plate. It's flied out over towards left field. That's going to be caught, and there's out number 2. You need to do more talking. You need to go. Goodbye. Oh, man. Adios. What's up, Larry? Goodbye, Larry. That's awesome. You got to see that live. Yeah, dude, that's insane. That is really crazy. You saw Jamie Moyer pitching a complete game. 2-hit shutout against the Braves in 2010. I remember seeing Jamie Moyer pitch. Throw back over to first. Not in time. 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th. 2-0 Pirates. I was looking up something, Larry. The pitch. Fly ball hit out over to right field. That's going to be caught, and there's out number 3. And we are going to go to the 8th inning. Joey Bart is going to come on up. It's going to be Bart, Cook, and York due on up at the plate. Beautiful. That's crazy. I'd love to have an old Freddie Atlanta jersey. No, I'd love a Freddie old Atlanta jersey. That's so cool. All right, hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. We got 93 people tapping on in. I'm laughing. I got somebody the other day that told me to shut up. And now I get somebody that tells me I do too much talking. I must be doing something right. Let's go, baby. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to you all for being super respectful on here. I love you guys, man. All right. Folks, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. I go on for Phillies baseball. I also do 76ers basketball as well, and I do Eagles football, and we also, on this channel, do other Major League Baseball games. You should definitely check out more of our baseball content. We've been doing like a doubleheader every day. We did a tripleheader yesterday, which was a lot of fun. But yes, definitely check out our content. Did we do a tripleheader yesterday? No, yesterday was a doubleheader. A triple-header was the day before. I'm losing track, but that's okay. That's okay. All right. So we go to the 8th inning. 2-0 is the score. Joey Bart is in the box, and the pitch misses inside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes, as we are in the top of the 8th inning. Roberts comes set and delivers, and the pitch is down for a ball. The pitching matchup for tonight's Phillies game is Jesus Luzardo versus Michael Soroka. Ethan Roberts, wasn't he a Philly? The pitch, 2 balls, 1 strike. Wasn't Ethan Roberts a Philly? I'm thinking of Ethan Wilson. That's who I'm thinking of. 2-1. It's taken for ball 3. Top of the 8th inning, Brian Reynolds hit a 2-run home run in the top of the 7th inning. Shota Imanaga ended up going 6 innings. He struck out 9 batters. He had a no-hitter, and that was broken up in the 7th. The no-hitter was broken up by Ryan O'Hearn against Caleb Thielbar. 3 balls, 2 strikes in the top of the 8th inning. Bart is in the box. The 3-2 pitch, it hits him. Got him right on the elbow, square on, and Bart is going to get on. He's over at first base for the Pirates. Let's go. I was also there for Juan Perez's immaculate inning in 2011. Never heard about him again after that. Oh, but he had a heck of an inning. It was in extras, I think, and Ibanez hit a walk-off homer to right. I do not remember that. I do not remember Juan Perez. I have no recollection of Juan Perez. That's crazy. So the leadoff man gets hit by a pitch in the top of the 8th inning, and the pitch, and that's a foul ball to Cook. Billy Cook struck out in the 3rd. No balls, 1 strike. There's 3 seconds left on the pitch clock, and here's the 0-1 pitch, and that's taken for strike 2. Slider caught the upper tier of the zone on the inside edge. Oh, 2 is the count. Next pitch popped up, hit out over towards shallow right field, towards the corner and foul ground, and it goes into no man's land. It actually hit right behind the tarp, and Suzuki wouldn't have been able to get there. He did try to slide and catch it, but he was not close to that baseball, and he has to go get his hat, his sunglasses, and get back on up. Still got 74 of you tuning on in. 11 of you have not hit the thumbs up button yet. What are you guys waiting for? No balls, 2 strikes. Am I not talking too much? 0-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and Roberts gets the strikeout. Lombo, did that comment make you think about something? Because it made me think about that. It really did. 1 out, top of the 8th. Nick York is up to bat. He's going to ground one over to second base. The throw to shortstop, there's 1. The throw to first, there's 2. And that is a 4-6-3 double play. And we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. And the Cubs are down to their final 6 outs. Time for some shout-outs. We haven't done any today. tuning on in from? Where are we tapping on in from to listen to this Cubs-Pirates game? Where are we in the world? Baumholtz says he ended. Where are we tuning in from, chat? Oh, man. Well, you may be biased, Law, but I completely agree. The look on Kerkering from the end of last season is stuck with me forever. Dude, it's stuck with me too, Haley. It really is. Man. JJ, is this your only play-by-play today? Nope, we got the Phillies. We covered the Phillies primarily on this channel. We got Phillies Diamondbacks tonight at 6:40. And then tomorrow, what we're going to do for tomorrow, after this game is done, go to my community post because I'm going to make a go to my community tab because I'm going to make a community post and I'm going to give you guys a chance to vote on which game we do tomorrow. I'm going to give you 3 options of which game to do tomorrow night. We're either going to do Red Sox Cardinals at 7:15. We're going to do Rockies Padres at 8:40. Or we do Astros Mariners at 9:40. And that's the final game of the night. So, but yeah. That's what is going on. What's up, Danny? Shout out to Danny. Danny found us last night. He's like, I have to go see my boy JJ. I got to come see my guy. He called last night's game. You know, I got to come see him. What's going on, Danny? Good to see you on here. 2-0 is the score. Shota had a no-hitter going and was taken out after 100 pitches. He went 6 innings. He struck out 9 batters. He gave up 1 walk. And immediately after he was taken out of the game, Caleb Thielbar came right on in for Craig Counsell. Ryan O'Hearn singled, and Brian Reynolds hit a 2-run home run. Here's a former Philly, Gregory Soto, and he's going to throw a pitch that's in there for a strike. Also a former Tiger, a Oriole, and a Met. Ian Happ today is 2 for 2, and he's gotten on base 3 times. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ian Happ. Nobody out, bottom of the 8th. That Rockies game, dude, that was my favorite game that we called this year. 1-1 pitch, grounded over to third, picked up by the third baseman. The throw to first is in time, and there is out number 1. This game was good, though, too. Phillies game in a little bit. Yep. We got the Phillies game after this. Should I actually redirect people over to that stream? Yeah, let's do that. Okay. All right. Let's change that right now. Again, the stream will probably get started, or we'll do our countdown at like 5:50 or something like that. And then we'll do our pregame show for the Phillies game. We'll probably take some phone calls during pregame show. We haven't done it in a little bit. And then we got the game and then postgame. The pitch to Suzuki, and that is swung on and fouled. Seiya Suzuki was reinstated from the IL today. Big Reem is here. What's going on, Big Reem? I saw you last night as well. If anybody likes the Mamas and the Papas, the band. I saw her again last night. That I shouldn't. 1-2. That misses outside and low for ball 2. Schneid's also here. Schneid also found us last night. Oh, man, y'all are coming back. JJ, I'm rooting for no more points. So we got NRFI, no runs first inning. Yes, runs first inning. That's YRFI. What was the other thing that I took note of yesterday, chat? I had it in my notes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. Foul ball. What was the other thing that I noted? Where are my notes? It was yesterday afternoon, to be exact. BTTS. Oh, man. Oh, man. What's BTTS? Oh, damn. Don't tell me. The pitch. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes. Both teams score? Something like that? Both teams tied score? BTTS. Oh, man. Ugh. I'm trying. The pitch. That's down for ball 4, and Suzuki gets on with a 1-out walk. BTTS. I wrote it down. I forgot what it means, though. Oh, man. Both teams to score. Okay. Both teams. Okay, I was right. Both teams to score. There we go. Yep. I got to give it to myself. Let's go, baby. I got to give it to myself. All right, here's Pete Crow Armstrong. All right, time to lock on in. 2-0 Pirates. Bottom of the 8th. I got to do that redirect, too. I didn't forget that. No balls, 1 strike to Pete. And the pitch. And that is taken up high for a ball. Any more jargon I need to know about when it comes to sports or when it comes to baseball betting? Just out of curiosity. The 1-1 pitch, and Pete is going to ground it foul. One ball, 2 strikes to Pete Crow Armstrong. The 1-2 delivery. Pete is going to ground it over to short. They'll take it to second for 1. The throw to first, and that's going to get by the first baseman. It'll stay in play, but Pete is going to stay right where he is over at first, and the inning will continue for the Chicago Cubs. O'Hearn could not dig it out over at first. That was not a good throw made at short. But it should have been picked. That should have. It was a little bit lower than what O'Hearn thought it was going to take on the bounce. 36 more subs, baby. With the pitch, and that's down and in for a ball. This is Carson Kelly who's in the box. Any more other sports betting, baseball terms I should know about? NRFI, YRFI, BTTS. Drop more down below. 2 balls, no strikes, as we are in the bottom of the 8th inning. Switch the pitcher. Is that another one? The 2-0. That's down for ball 3. Matt Shaw waits in the on-deck circle. Soto on the mound. 17 pitches for Gregory Soto, and the 3-0 pitch. And it's called a strike at the outside edge. The count is 3-1. Two outs, bottom of the 8th. The 3-1 pitch. It's in there for strike 2. You got to learn about the spread, but I'm not clear about that either. What the money line and the spread? Who are the Phillies' go-to guys this year? 3 balls, 2 strikes. Soto gets set at the belt. And the 3-2 pitch. It's popped up and fouled off over towards the left side. I thought BTS was a band from Korea. That is definitely another one. Oh, yeah, Nerfy. Think you need to pronounce the NR. Yep. Yerfy and Nerfy. Yep. As soon as he said, I think you need to pronounce, I was like, yep, okay, Nerfy and Yerfy. I remember now. 3-2 pitch, and that's taken down and in for ball 4, and there are 2 runners on with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning. That's correct. Thanks for reminding me. Again, I'm not trying to be a sports bettor. I'm not, but I know that some people in my audience do this, so it's good for me to just know about some of these terms. I'm a baseball fan. I'm not really into betting, but obviously some of you guys are. And I'd like to learn from you guys. All right. Okay, so redirects. We'll do a redirect to the Phillies game after this. So if you stay on here, all right, this will redirect you over to the Phillies stream. And again, we'll start the clock at 5:50. So that's when our stream will begin. 2 runners on, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th inning. It's 2-0 Pittsburgh. The go-ahead run is going to come on up to the plate. Knowing is half the battle. Yeah, like I said, I'm not trying to be a baseball bettor. But, again, I like learning about my audience. You should be using your baseball knowledge to cash in. Schneid time. See, the thing is, I'll explain it after this at-bat's done. Matt Shaw is up, and the pitch is down in the dirt for a ball. If I were to bet as I'm calling a game, my calls wouldn't be as authentic. And I like staying true to myself. If I have a parlay or a bet on a game and I'm calling it, like, I'd lose focus, I'd be stressing, and you wouldn't hear, like, my broadcast tone. It would be, like, a little bit different. And I don't want to give you guys that. I really don't. That's not who you subscribe to. 1 ball, 1 strike. Does that make sense? The pitch. It's popped out over towards right field, and getting under it to make the grab for out number 3 for the Pittsburgh Pirates is the right fielder for them. And there's out number 3. All right. So the inning is over. Catching that was Cook out in right. And we're going to go to the 9th inning. It's a 2-0 game. And so the Pirates are going to come on up again. O'Hearn, who broke up the no-hitter, and Reynolds, who gave them the lead. They are both coming on up. Schneid says, great point. Yeah. I'm happy that you understand that. Because I think it'd be cool. I mean, like, there's times like where I've done it, like on football and stuff, and I have done it for baseball. But really, ever since like because I broadcast and stuff, like it's just, I got to get my mindset in the right direction. So, but I want y'all to be winners. I do. If y'all are betting, of course, I want y'all to. I want y'all to celebrate. I do. All right, it's time for us to go to the 9th. It's the 9th inning. Let's go, baby. Ryan O'Hearn is going to come on up. It's going to be O'Hearn, Reynolds, and Ozuna. Marcel's 0 for 3. Reynolds is 1 for 3 with the 2-run homer. Miguel Amaya is going to catch. Ryan O'Hearn is also 1 for 3. Marlins or Detroit, says Danny. I mean, again, don't take my word for this. Please do not take my word. But I would pick who's in the lineup. Marcy. It's going to be close. I can't even say. I can't even make a decision. man. I don't know. If I were to pick one, I guess I'd probably go with the Tigers, even though they're 4-9, but they're at home. But do not take my word for it. Riley Martin's going to pitch. All right. Last season at Iowa, 47 games, 63 2/3 of an inning. He had a 2.69 earned run average. And the pitch, that's a foul ball. And the count is 0-2. Who's that dog barking? It's not this dog. 0-2 pitch. And that is called a ball. There's this dog. There's the dog I'm dog sitting for. Hear you loud and clear, buddy. His name is actually Buddy. 1 ball, 2 strikes. No 1-2 pitch. That's down and away for ball 2. 2-2 is the count as we are in the top of the 9th. 5 pitches for Martin. O'Hearn is 1 for 3. The 2-2 pitch. Fly ball hit out over to left field. And that is going to be caught for out number 1 in the top of the 9th. Yes. All right, so there is 1 gone in the 9th inning. And there's 1 away. 35 more subs. Let's go. After this game, I gotta go spend some time with Buddy. Play with him and all that. One ball, no strikes to Brian Reynolds, who had a 2-run home run in the 7th inning. 1-0 is the count. Martin kicks, fires, and the pitch is up high for ball 2. What kind of pups? He's a mix. I don't know specifically what his mix is. But, dude, he is so cute. 2-0 pitch. Grounded over to shortstop. Picked up by Swanson. The throw over to first is in plenty of time. And there's out number 2. Why Gutsman is here. What's up? He says, Cubs, what's going on? JJ, when's the Phillies game? We're starting our clock at 5:50. The stream, or the game itself, is at 6:40. We got pregame show at 6:20. Jeff is here. What's up, Jeff? How you doing, Jeff? Jeff V. Gutsman, what's going on? 2 outs, and here's the pitch, and that's going to be in there for a called strike. No balls, 1 strike to Marcell Ozuna. The 0-1 pitch. It's up high for a ball. I'm not going to complain anymore. If you start complaining, I'm telling my mods. And then they know what to do. Because I can't deal with it anymore, man. 1-1 pitch. Foul ball. I love dogs. They're the best, dude. Dude, he is such a sweetie pie. He really is. He's a puppy. He's like, how old is he? He's like 3 months now. Yeah, 3 months. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 away. Top of the 9th. The 1-2 pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss, and we are going to go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Last chance for the Chicago Cubs. Dansby will lead it off. And then it'll be Nico Horner and Michael Busch. All right. Hey, Mark, you see I still got the hat on. That's how much I love it, man. That's how much I love it. Animals are greater than dude. If you don't love your animals, I mean, yeah. Nah, I love this dog. He's such a cutie pie. He really is. He does not like it though when you leave him. But see, he's in the other room right now, but he can still see me. And I gave him, of course, a Chewy before I came on here. I played with him. Of course, he's getting very, very good care from me. I know that you guys see me on stream, and you're like, well, JJ, you've been streaming for like 7 to 10 hours, but trust me, I tire that man out. I do. He gets a lot of love, for sure. And even after stream, I'll get him tired again, and then I'll start to sleep, and then I make the thumbnails and I do all that stuff, and then he sleeps with me. So it's good. It's a good thing we have going on. Oh boy. All right. We're going to the bottom of the ninth. 35 more subs, baby. Where are we tapping in from tonight? This afternoon. Well, maybe for some of you guys it is evening. Or morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good day. Dennis Santana is going to try to close the deal for the Pirates. I really wanted the Phillies to try to go after him at the deadline, but I'll take Duran. I like him a lot. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a strike. We are starting off the bottom of the ninth. All right, let's lock in. Time to lock in. 0 for 2, Swanson is with a walk. 1 homer, 5 RBI. 0-1 pitch. And that is a foul ball towards the right side. And out of play. The game summary of this game. Shota had a no-hitter. He threw 100 pitches. He struck out 6. He threw 6 innings. He struck out 9, and he walked 1. 0-2 was outside for a ball. And then Caleb Theobar gave up a 2-run homer to Brian Reynolds. O'Hearn broke up the no-hitter with the single, and then Reynolds followed up with a homer on the right side of the plate. Swanson fouls off the next pitch. Carmen Mlodzinski got the start for the Pirates. He went 5 1/3. He gave up 6 hits, no runs, 3 walks, and he struck out 2. 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Dansby Swanson's down on strikes. Pittsburgh's bullpen has gone 3 innings. They've walked 4 batters, and they've struck out 3. No hits allowed. The pitch, swing and a miss. The Cubs, on the other hand, their bullpen has gone 2 2/3. Of course, with all 3 hits allowed by Theobar, and both runs allowed by Theobar as well. Nico Horner is up to bat against Dennis Santana. 0-1. That misses outside. $35 more subs, so we get to 9,500 subscribers. The 1-1 pitch. It's popped up over towards the third base side. Third baseman gets under it, makes the grab, and the Cubs are down to their final out. Michael Bush is in the box. Santana fires, and the pitch is in there for a called strike at 95 miles per hour. Pirates trying to win with only 3 hits. No balls, 1 strike. The 0-1 to Bush. Down for a ball. One ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the 9th. 2 away. The next pitch, check swing. He went around. And there's strike 2. Definitely went. Bush has the top button of his jersey undone, and he gets back into the box. Seagulls are flying everywhere in this inning. 1-2 pitch, and that's down for ball 2. They're getting a little bit antsy. They're like, we just want to play on the field. We got our game next. The 2-2 pitch, here it comes, and there's a swing and a miss, and Bush didn't even go over to first as the ball was dropped, but the game is over. The Pirates, they shut out the Chicago Cubs by a final score of 2-0, and the difference of the game was the 2-run shot by Brian Reynolds. Wow, what a game. That was definitely quite something. Okay. So, yeah. Craig Counsell outmanaged the situation. And Caleb Theobar came on in and just didn't have his stuff. But you know what? That's not why they lost. I mean, that was a big contributor. But the Cubs had plenty of chances. They really did. 2 opportunities with the bases loaded. Moises Balestros flies out to left in the 4th with the bases loaded. And then Matt Shaw in the bottom of the 6th with the bases loaded strikes out. They had plenty of chances. They had 6 hits. No runs on the board. The Pirates deserve a lot of credit, though, because their pitching was very strong. Mlodzinski did pretty good. He did. Their bullpen, though, again, didn't allow a hit. They walked 4 batters. They struck out 4. And Santana gets his first save of the year. Soto got a little bit shaky, but he got the job done. The Cubs today were 0 for 8 with runners in scoring position. The Pirates didn't even have anybody in runners in scoring position, and they won. That's the crazy thing to me. And sometimes that's just how baseball goes. The Cubs, though, left 11 men on base, and they were 0 for 8 with runners in scoring positions. Runners in scoring position. You don't deserve to win if that's the case. You know? But it was a really good game. It was a very well-fought game. And this was a scratch-and-claw type of a day for both of these teams. We're seeing really good baseball. We're seeing a lot of strategy, a lot of nitty-gritty plays. It might not be sexy to the eye to the average fan when it comes to high scoring, And high-scoring games are really cool too. But these games where it's just like you scratch off for a run, and a run is worth 10 runs. Those are the types of games that I obviously enjoy because there's a lot of edge to that game, Does that make sense? And once Brian Reynolds hit the 2-run home run, that was the game. That was the game. And that's why the Cubs are now 6-7, and the Pirates are now 8-5. Montgomery gets the win. Theobar gets the loss, and Santana gets the save. That means that Montgomery's 1-0, and Montgomery is good. Can we just talk about Mason Montgomery for a second? That guy was nasty throwing those pitches. And I'll tell you another thing, too. The Pirates, I got to give credit where credit is due to Don Kelly because since he's been the head at the helm, the Pirates have been playing very good baseball. They just have. They seem like that they're a very well-managed group. They have really good pitching. I'm not telling you that they're going to make it to the playoffs, but them and the Colorado Rockies have been playing good. I can't say anything bad. They've been playing very good baseball. And that's the truth. All right. So here's what's going to happen, chat. So our next game is, of course, Phillies versus Diamondbacks. We will start the stream at 5:50, and we will go on for pregame show at 6:20. Zeus is on the mound facing Michael Soroka. I also did mention that after the stream is done, I'm going to make a community post. I will obviously post that in the Phillies stream as well, if you guys are on for that. So that way you guys can have access to the link, because once, I think we're going to do it as to when the Phillies game is done. That's the game that we're doing tomorrow night. Phillies also play on Saturday afternoon. And, yeah, whatever game you guys decide, I'm going to give you 3 choices. You get to vote on it. And then once the game is over, that's what we're going to do. All right. Maybe it would probably be easier if I actually just made the poll in the chat, in the stream. Yeah, that sounds smart. Okay. Forget everything that I said and just vote in the poll in the very next stream. All right. Love you all. Lila Tove. Good night. And I'll catch you all in the next one. I'll see you in about 42 minutes for our next stream. Peace out.